Hello, I'm Jessica, your up north agent. I'm a licensed realtor in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I'm a real estate investor and an up north enthusiast. If you've been looking to buy or sell your home in the last couple of years, you know that it has been a crazy real estate market. And you most likely know that it has been kind of a seller's market. The sellers own the market, and the reason that is because there is less inventory than we have seen in decades. Less people are selling their homes, and more people are looking to buy, either to upgrade or to move into a different community and just be in a different space. We've got a lot of buyers, not as many sellers. Mortgage rates have been low, prices of homes have been up, and there are multiple offers on each home that becomes available in the market. Some buyers are getting frustrated. They have placed offers on multiple homes and have been unsuccessful in getting their offer accepted. However, need not be frustrated, need not be worried. I have worked with lots of buyers in the last couple of years and have been successful in getting our offer accepted, even in multiple offer situations. I believe the reason that is because I've had great buyers who have worked with me as their partner and have followed these 5 key steps in preparation. So we know once we're ready that our offer is going to be accepted. So let's get right into it. The first thing is before you jump on all the .com websites, the Zillows, the realtor.com, the edinarealty.com, get your team in place. And let me tell you why. When you start jumping on the .coms, you're going to see places as they pop up and become available, and you're going to be excited and you're going to want to go see them. And then you realize you don't have your team in place. And by the time you get your team in place, that place is already off the market. Get your team in place first. Your team is going to be your licensed realtor, of course, who is going to help you so you know when these properties become available, even before they become available, even ones that are not on the market. They're going to help you with all of that. And also your lender. Your lender from the get-go is going to tell you how much you can spend and what's going to fit into your budget, what that principal and interest is going to look like. They're also going to supply you with a very super important piece of paper that is going to tell your potential seller how much you can spend and that you are a good buyer and you can afford their property. Most sellers will not even entertain an offer without that magical piece of paper in hand. So find your realtor, a partner that can help you through this process from cradle to grave, and also your lender that can get you that magical piece of paper. So that's step number 1. Get your team in place. Number 2 is to create a list of your must-haves and your would-like-to-haves. The must-haves are going to be the minimum amount of bedrooms that you need, bathrooms you need, if it's acreage that you need, garage stalls, being in a particular school district or in a neighborhood, those absolutely deal breaker must-haves. Make sure that your team knows of this, have that list in place. Then jump into the blue sky category. All of those wonderful would love to have. And that's when you can get into, I would like a pool, or I would like a lake property, or I want to have a very wooded plot of land, so on and so forth. So what is the I would absolutely love to have? What is the at minimum I must have these things? Make sure you've got that in your back pocket and that again your team is aware of those things. Number 3 is going to be to look for properties that are 10 or 20% below your high-end budget. I've seen so many buyers be disappointed when they are looking at the top of their budget, and then when they come in and go with an offer, they are looking at a property that's already at that top. They don't have any wiggle room in their budget, and so their offer is not accepted and loses out to a higher offer. So just avoid that and start looking at properties that are 10 to 20% less than what your high end is going to be, so you can come in with your highest and best offer and beat out the other players. Leads us right into number 4, highest and best offer. In previous markets that's a little bit more balanced with buyers and sellers, there's going to be back and forth between buyers and sellers and give and take. In a seller's market, there is a very good chance that that seller is looking at 4 or 5 or even 10 offers in front of them in the first 48 hours that their property has been on the market. They get to pick the cream of the crop. They get to pick that highest and best offer. Make sure yours is one of those. Go in with a clean offer, as clean as it can be. More contingencies is going to muddy the water for the seller. The seller is going to be concerned if they choose you with all of these contingencies and things that are really leaning on the buyer's side, that you're not going to get this thing across the finish line. There's too many outs for you as the buyer. They might have to relist their property. Nobody wants to do that. They're going to choose a cleaner offer. Any realtor is going to highly encourage you to get an inspection. I would do the same thing. Get an inspection so you know exactly what it is that you are walking into. And then with that, because that's a contingency, right? Make sure that the rest of the offer is as clean as possible and really, again, leans on the side of the seller. Don't always have to do that. In this market, you do. Put yourself in the shoes of a seller. What is it that you would be looking for in an offer? What would entice you as you're looking at 4, 5, or 10 offers in front of you, and write yours accordingly. Highest and best. You might not get a second chance to do this, so put your best foot forward from the very first offer that you present to that seller. And then the fifth and final thing is to move quickly. You've got your team in place, you know your must-haves, you find that dream home, you go in with that highest, best offer, you're ready to go, you're ready to move, and you're going to want to move quick. Unfortunately for, again, buyers, they don't have a week to sleep on things once they find that property that they fell in love with. You've got to get that offer in right away. Even if it says in the agent notes that they are going to be looking at offers on, say, Monday at 5 p.m., you went and looked at the property on Friday, you're pretty darn sure you want to put in an offer, sleep on it, and get that offer in well before the deadline. Too many times in this market that there's a deadline that is stated at, say, 5 o'clock on Monday, but an amazing offer comes in over the weekend and they accept the offer, and now you haven't had a chance to get your offer into the pile. Get your offer in, highest and best, keep it clean, and make sure that you get that offer in as soon as possible so you can be one of the considered ones. With all of those things, I know that you'll be successful in getting the property of your dreams. If I can be of help, please look me up in the show notes. I would love to work with you directly. Otherwise, I sure appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.